All right, you guys. Good morning. Breaking news. Breaking news. The Diddler has been arrested. It's on all the news platforms here. I usually tune into KTLA app, KTLA Plus. It's basically live KTLA news and stuff like that. So if you guys don't know about that, go ahead and get that here in California. But the Diddler has been arrested under sex trafficking laws and under RICO, according to the federal government. From what I heard, I haven't heard about it. I woke up and it's just everywhere. So here's my question, and I'm not going to be long with this video because Dimitri and I are going to talk about it in about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to tune in there, the Dimitri K Show, we're going to talk about it on our podcast. Not going to be live, and she's going to put it up later. So look for it later. But my question is this. The charging attorney for the federal government, prosecuting attorney, has said that part of this is under the RICO statute. Out of his own mouth, and I'm not defending Diddy. I don't want anybody to think I am not a Diddy supporter. He's a little fruity to me from the words. I guess he's I don't know, whatever. Good luck to you. But I was never a Diddy fan. I'm from the West Coast. It's all about G-Funk out here, above the law, NWA, blah, 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 right? Lowrider lifestyle type stuff out here. So I'm not a New York person. I'm not a New York fan. So I don't want you guys to get that misconstrued at all. But the Diddler, hey, Miss CJ, good morning. Jasmine, the Diddler will always be funny to me, right? That's my niece, Jasmine. Stephen Hill, good morning, brother. But tune in to the podcast later on. Dimitri's going to put it up. We're going to talk about it in about 20 minutes. But I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this. See, and this is what I mean by, and CJ, you do a lot of logical thinking. So I really do like that about you. My niece does it too, but she's naturally mean. So she's just a mean chick. So we raised her to be mean. So like her dad. She's, daddy's girl. She's like her dad. Just nothing's good enough. Anyway. But anyway, okay, here are my thoughts on this. The prosecuting attorney, the state attorney, government attorney said these have, out of his own mouth, these are his quotes. And if I can get the video later on, I'm going to get it. I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to show you guys exactly what he said. He said that this is under RICO statute. RICO statute. He did not do this by himself. If he did not do that by himself and you're charging him under the RICO statute, why is R. Kelly in jail by himself? Why is R. Kelly, an illiterate man who cannot read, why is he in jail by himself? And I'm not defending R. Kelly. I still play his music. You damn right I do. Good music. Why is this man sitting in jail under a RICO statute by himself? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? And a lot of us, as in our politics, we get emotional, who we like and who we don't like, and who we support and who we don't support. But we never question the inconsistency of things as they happen. If R. Kelly is sitting under a RICO statute in jail by himself, why would the state attorney say that the Diddler is going to be charged under the RICO statute, but he had help? Something to think about, you guys. Jasmine is laughing and she says, he will be Nino Brown in the court scene. Fingers pointing, laugh out loud. Can't wait to see this unfold. We love drama, don't we, Jazz? We love it. Rain Love, good morning, sweetie. Good morning. Stephen Hill, that's a damn good question. I call a red flag. Foul on the field. Exactly. And then I don't care how you guys vote. Have you guys noticed, since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is the thing for the black people and we need a woman in there, have you guys noticed that a lot of these black mayors, entertainers, all of these people that are in influential positions that are black are being prosecuted by who? The Trump Justice Department or the Biden-Harris Justice Department? Have you guys noticed that? All of these things, Mosby, even though she's a dirtbag, that's regard. I just want you guys to understand and look at what is going on here. Do you know there are a bunch of white mayors and officials that are just as problematic as these black mayors, but you don't see them being prosecuted by the Biden administration? But they get the black ones. They throw all the illegals into the black mayors' cities and give them a bunch of problems to solve. This is what we talk about when we talk about the new black media and giving you guys a different perspective. We're not here to try to change your minds. We're not. You guys, your minds are made up. But we want you to understand what is being done right in front of your eyes. I have friends that told me, even though I told them about Kamala, I don't even argue with them anymore. I just say, okay, because it's obvious. I'm giving you the source. They always play this game. Well, what source are you using? Then you send them the source. That's not good enough. So then I tell them, just Google it. If you're interested, Google it. And they won't even do that. So their minds are made up. I'm not going to play those games with them. But even after I told my friend that this woman fabricated evidence and did all the stuff that she did here in California, and if he's going to vote for you, you vote for her. But he had all these excuses. Well, so you're cool with a man that is possibly innocent being executed by the state, even though there's evidence that would exonerate him, and you're good with that. How many of you guys have heard the old saying, it is better to let 10 guilty people go than to execute one innocent person? Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's the statute I was raised on. That is how I was raised. If I have doubt, I am not convicting an innocent person, or maybe somebody who's not innocent. Remember, if you guys have ever done jury duty, ever sat on a jury, you have to be, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's what a lot of these attorneys do. If you watch, I love Matlock, right? By the way, I love Matlock, right? But that's the whole point of a defense attorney. He doesn't necessarily have to win or believe that his client is innocent. He just has to plant the seed of doubt. And I sat on a jury where, yeah, he probably beat that woman's ass because he was a gang member and whatever. He probably beat her ass, right? However, the state got everybody. Okay, the situation was this. They were in an apartment. And I'm going to paraphrase this real quick. I want you guys to think about this. They're in an apartment. There's 3 people in that apartment when the alleged attack happened, right? 3 people. Allegedly, he beats this woman mercilessly, right? So I'm sitting there. The state is throwing all of this evidence. This, that. He got people from down the street, this, that. I mean, all the neighbors, everything. And they all testified. Yeah, we heard this. We heard this. Oh, yeah, he's a dirtbag. He's a gang member, whatever. All of that is great. All of that is great. And I said, and I'm sitting in the jury. I'm the only black guy on the jury, right? Because I was in the military at the time. So, a lot of people assume military people are very conservative, and we are in general, indoctrination, whatever. So I'm sitting there in the jury room. We were in there within not even 10 minutes. They were ready to execute the guy, put him in jail, right? Like it's done, whatever. I'm the only black guy on the jury. I felt like 12 angry men. And I'm sitting there and I said, wait a minute. There were 3 people in the room. All of the other witnesses, it doesn't matter what they heard. It could be anything. See the doubt? It could be anything. I heard a tussle. I heard this. You probably did. And it probably was a tussle, right? Ask yourself this. If he is in there, the victim is in there, there's a third witness that actually saw what happened. Where is that witness? The state never produced that witness, but they got everybody in the neighborhood. And I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, do I believe he probably beat that woman's ass? Absolutely. But they don't have the proof. At this point, it's his word against her word. Where is the third witness that will tell us what happened? The man, it was a hung jury because of me. The jury was hung. So the reason why I'm saying that is and I'm not defending any of these dirtbags. What I'm trying to say is we have to get out of our emotions as Black people and think with our common sense. Just use your common sense. Now, I know common sense nowadays is not so common. However, they're charging this man under RICO, but yet R. Kelly is sitting in jail under a RICO statute. RICO isn't one person. RICO is an organization. How is R. Kelly sitting there and nobody, the man's illiterate. He cannot read. That means he can't book tickets. He doesn't know, you know what I mean? He can't, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So let's get this on straight. Okay. So damn, you guys just went in on me. Okay, Kerman Wingfield says, I wonder who he teed off. They've been knowing these things for years, more than likely. Yeah. Allegedly, and think about this. When it comes to the entertainment game, right, and capitalism, and people don't understand this about capitalism. Capitalism in its purest form is very brutal. It's the strong take all, right? Allegedly, they're saying possibly Jay-Z dropped dime to get rid of competition in the entertainment world. Is that plausible? Possibly, but think about that. You have evidence on your competitor that might hurt their business. What would you do? What would you do? Stephen Hill says, that's a damn good question. I call it red flag, right? CJ says, same with the Jello Pudding Man, since we're using nicknames, right? Exactly, Bill Cosby. Kerman Wingfield said, they are trying to get Young Thug on RICO charges also in Georgia. That's what I'm saying. This is the Biden-Harris administration. Let's tie all this together. Is this a coincidence? I'm with her. Are you sure you want to be with her? I don't care if you do, but are you sure? Lin said, I said the same thing. Right. Rain Love, the Biden-Harris Department of Justice. Are they not weaponizing? They keep accusing Trump of weaponizing the Justice Department, which he never got a chance to do when he was president. Maybe he'll do it when he becomes president. I don't know. But you can't convict somebody if they haven't done it yet. Wasn't there a movie with Tom Cruise about that? AI or something, where if you like dreamed about doing a crime and they would meet you based on your dreams or your thoughts, and then you're arrested before you actually do the crime. That's basically what people are basically saying. You can't convict the person until they do the crime. They have to do the crime first. It's not a crime to dream of robbing a bank. It's not a crime of strangling and killing your ex for child support. You know what I mean? And I'm very sure a lot of guys have thought about that. We'd all be in jail. And I'm just joking when I say that, but think about that. Yeah, and Stephen Hill, the Biden-Harris administration is breaking their tools. Yes, one thing about white supremacy, when they're done with their tools, they break them. Akeem Bey, what is up? Carmen Wingfield, the Green Mile in real life. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. Take your emotion out of it and kind of sit back and say, wait a minute. This. It doesn't make sense. This guy gets convicted under this, but this guy's getting convicted under that. and the whole organization. It's crazy. And yet you have way more corrupt officials and mayors running around here, no charges. Has anybody heard about Biden's son going to jail yet, or being sentenced to jail yet and walking into jail yet? Haven't heard about it. Robert Kraft, football owner, New England Patriots, caught up in a sex scandal at a parlor shop. Has he gone to jail yet? What happened to that case? Since we're in for justice, Kamala Harris is constantly calling Donald Trump an immoral type person. But yet, wasn't she walking around with a married man and sleeping her way to the top? Not that that matters. What matters is the fact that that's the pot calling the kettle black. And isn't her husband impregnated the nanny or something? You're dealing with people that it's insanity. It's insanity. Rain Love says karma is king. Linland says it's the same thing when celebrities go to jail for taxes. It's Democrats putting them in jail. God, I love you guys. I mean, the people that get it, get it. And all I'm saying is this before I go, because we got to go do the other show. A good patriot, especially of the United States, you always question your government, especially when it goes against something that you believe or what you think is right. That is why I don't always go to city council, but I do watch it. But I'm always watching, and if there's something in there that I have a question of, I go and I question it and I put it in the public record. And you don't necessarily have to go to city council to do that. You can send the city clerk an email and it goes into the public record. So that when you look back, you're 80 years old and you're sitting in your rocking chair and your grandkids come to you or your great grandkids come to you and they say, Grandma, Grandpa, what did you do to fight the corruption? There's a record of it right there. This is what I tried to do. This is what I tried to warn you. And that's what New Black Media has been trying to do, is give you a different perspective. The doubt. Are you willing to believe the Democrats that everything that they're saying is factual? Did you research it? Did you check it out? And if you did and you're cool with it, go ahead and vote Democrat. But both of these parties uphold white supremacy. They're both weaponizing. See, here's my thing with the Democrats right now. They keep accusing Trump of doing something he hasn't done yet. And that's what a lot of my friends that are out there, they keep saying, well, Trump is going to do this. Trump is going to do that. Trump is going to do. Trump is going to do. Trump is going to do. I'm a Cowboy fan. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to do it. Right? Hasn't happened in 29 years. Okay. Do you guys get my point of what I'm saying? Do you guys understand it? Where we're going with that? The scare tactics and whatever. And people aren't using their common sense to say, wait a minute, this and this and this add up to this. The only thing universal in the universe is mathematics. You can lie on history because history is written by the winners, so on and so forth. You could grammatically spell something wrong, whatever. The only thing that is exactly universal and cannot be refuted is mathematics. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. And that's it. So you take all the facts and you put them together and you say, wait a minute, it's supposed to be 8. Unless have you guys heard about that core math thing that they're teaching these kids, which is going to make them more illiterate as adults? Now, I went all the way up to trigonometry. I'm fairly good. I minored in physics. You guys know I fly airplanes and stuff like that in most of my military career. I sat down with my nephew. He was in 5th grade, and I was doing that core math. And that blew my mind because they're telling me 2 + 2 is not 4. 3 is okay. If you get 5, that's close enough. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? So again, we just want you guys to logically think for yourselves and what's best for you. I don't trust the Republicans. I don't trust the Democrats. But I'm not going to say everything the Republicans say is wrong or everything the Democrats say is wrong, especially if I'm Googling it and researching it. We are in a bizarre world where people do not want to see the truth, and it's right in their face. If the Diddler is guilty, I don't know, don't care. But to charge him under a RICO statute and saying that he is part of a criminal organization that did this to women and whatever else he's alleged to have done, and one man in the R. Kelly case is sitting in jail. I just don't understand that. I'm looking at the Biden-Harris administration weaponizing their Justice Department against Black officials all across this nation, against their political opponents. Donald Trump, 93 convictions. I'm not saying the man is not guilty. What I'm saying is everything they accuse Trump of doing, they're doing it in real time. Did anybody vote in a primary for Kamala Harris? I'm still looking for that person. But democracy's on the line. So you guys, I just wanted to get on here real quick and read some of you guys' comments and invite you guys to come and later on this afternoon, tune into the Dimitri K Show and check us out. And like I said, I'm not, and I know Dimitri's not, we're not trying to sway your mind. We're trying to get you guys to do your research. It's great to be emotional and I'm with her and everybody wants to be on the winning team. The Chicago Bulls. I remember in the 90s, everybody was a Chicago Bulls fan. Or were they a Chicago Bull fan or were they a Michael Jordan fan? The New England Patriots. I remember when everybody was a New England Patriot fan. Where are these people at? 29 years. Since 1976, I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan because I am a true fan. Dak is good, but he's not the solution for us. But you see what I'm saying? We have gotten a culture, and it's unfortunate, where everybody gets a participation trophy. Real men, we don't want our children having participation trophies. There can only be one winner. One. And if you didn't win that year, you go back and you try harder next year. But this is that mentality that has now prevailed in the United States, which makes us, to me, a weaker country. So let me finish reading this again. Finish you guys' comments here. Lin says it's the same thing when celebs go to jail. She already said that. Brain Love says, I'm hearing that Beyonce donated $4 million to Kamala's campaign. If that's true, that means that Jay-Z won't catch charges. Yes, I heard that too. Allegedly, right, Rain Love? I heard that too. You guys, if you remember during the Olympics in the 90s, Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, what is alleged that she did? She took out her competition so that she could possibly win. You know what I mean? That's capitalism. That's competition. This is what we're made of. If you can take out your competition and dominate the market, you make all the money. You win. It's possible. All I'm saying is the doubt. It's possible. And that's all we ask you guys to do when it comes to politics. Carmen Winkton says, insanity on steroids. Stephen Hill says, I say, let's check her needs. It's going to show wear and tear. CJ says, exactly. Rain Love says, Stephen Hill, she's laughing. Them Democrats lie all the time. Well, they both lie. They both do it. Like I said, it's up to us to the plausibility of the lie. Which one is the closer to the truth? Carmen Wingfield says there are showing Diddy pictures with Trump and no pictures with the Democrats he took pictures with for some reason. Exactly. Are you guys seeing this? People are waking up every day, and I'm glad. I am so glad. Rain Love says, yes, Donovan, Lucy snatches the football again. Right. Jasmine says, Common Core is so stupid. And Jasmine, my niece Jasmine, she is an economics major or whatever, expert, whatever. So that's her field. And that Common Core did not make any sense. CJ says, y'all know who implemented that, right? Stephen Hill said, it's like giving all the losers a trophy and they lost the match, right? Kerman says, heck, they are including words now in the dictionary that are incorrect words like conversate. Right. What's that mayor up in Dalton? She says stupid stuff all the time, like she knows what the hell she's talking about, but she went to college and graduated with honors. So I don't know. Stephen Hill, nope. Rain loves Donovan and them down. Well, I like to use the cowboy analogy because everybody understands that. 29 years, they're gonna win. They haven't done it yet. You haven't won until you won. Simple as that. Yeah, once the boomers wake up, CJ, it's fine. It'll be over. And put it like this, CJ. Either they wake up or they head on to the upper room. That's the only way we're going to turn this country around. So again, you guys, thanks for tuning in. The Diddler has been indicted, and I believe he is looking at a magistrate today to do bail, whatever. But I think it's bigger than the Diddler being arraigned. I think it's bigger than this. There's too many coincidences of these Black influential people being brought in by the Justice Department and brought down. So we really got to think about that. We really do. Rain Love says, Al Charlatan has picks at a Diddy party. Where are the picks? Right. Donovan, them Cowboys are choke masters. Oh my God, the memes. I've been going through these memes for the last 12 years. And you know what? One day the Cowboys will be back on top and you guys will all bow down. When the Cowboys do well, America does well. I believe that. All right, you guys, we'll see you at the Demetra K Show. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate that. Please like, share. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, conversate with people and say, this just doesn't make sense. We have such short memories. R. Kelly is sitting in jail under a RICO statute by himself. By himself. If you like him or hate him, that's not the issue. The issue is the application of the law. That's what we're talking about. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Be blessed. Stay safe.